Hi everybody, my name is Pam and this is my first vlog that I've ever done. So why did I decide to do this? Well, I've begun the HCG Omnitrition diet, and prior to beginning the diet I actually went on YouTube and I watched other people put together some vlogs, some very good ones on how they did their meal preps and what they did. One person I'm actually subscribing to, I think her name is Tony. I need to go ahead and add in the description her name so that you could follow her too. I believe she's actually a chef, and the first video I was watching her take 45 minutes to prepare what looked to be about a week's worth of meals in to-go containers for a friend of hers that is doing the HCG diet. Then she has some videos from home that she created, and she had a very real and a very honest video about how she had a cheat day. It was, I think, a friend's birthday party. So it was very real and I appreciated her honesty. So due to other people's honesty on YouTube and watching what other people put out, you can hear my cat meowing in the background, I was actually going to be wanting to be just as brave and tell everybody this is what I weigh right now and this is my goal weight, and let's watch my journey as I go along. Well, I don't know, quite honestly, that I am really brave enough to do that. Really, truly, really brave enough to do that. Really, truly wanting to put my weight right now out there because I am pretty much the heaviest I've been in ever in my life. I'm an RN. When I went to nursing school, I did gain quite a bit of weight then, as do a lot of people before they get out of nursing school, just with all the studying, sitting, being sedentary, and all that goes along with that. So I think what has contributed to my weight gain, I did have a job, a very demanding position as an RN in an office. Yes, a lot of time was spent sitting. I certainly had a lot of responsibilities where I certainly was not behind my desk, and I walked all over the hospital providing education to RNs. However, prior to that, I had worked as an ER nurse in the ED at a level 1 trauma center and then in a smaller facility. And when you are working in the ED, you're just running around like crazy all over the place. You don't have the time to eat. When you do get home, you're exhausted and you don't want to cook. So really and truly, it's I found I could keep my weight off when I was in the ED. So the other position after the ED, I was in that for about 3 years. Now I have a wonderful job that I absolutely love because I'm a techie geekosaurus gadget nerd, and I'm working from home doing computer things with RNs. So I have a huge concern, huge, no pun intended, that I might actually gain even more weight than what I currently weigh because of sitting in front of a computer for 8 hours a day. I recently tried Shakeology. It wasn't as horrible that people say as far as the taste goes, but it's very, very pricey, and I just couldn't see spending that amount of money every month. I was actually trying to be conservative and using half a scoop of the powder in a shake at a time instead of a full scoop. Especially if you want 2 scoops a day, you're really going to go through that bag of Shakeology quickly. Somebody told me they actually purchased their Shakeology on eBay, but looking at eBay, it's pretty expensive on eBay too. So then somebody I worked with and a couple other people have told me about the HCG diet, and they have had results. So what am I doing? This is HCG. Can you see that? Okay, so this is the booklet that they send you. It's about $79 something, including tax and shipping. And they give you a book, and it is a guide on, you can have 4 ounces as an example of vegetables, 4 ounces of meat, 2 times a day when you're having primarily lunch and dinner, what things are allowed for breakfast, and they have different phases. So phase 1 are considered your loading days, and loading days for day 1 and day 2, when you start this, you get to eat anything you want. So what did I do for day 1? I went to an all-you-can-eat buffet. Oh, yes, I did, and I enjoyed it very much. Day 2, I had to work, so I didn't have the luxury of running off to somewhere to eat other things that I might have preferred, sushi namely. So it was later when I got off work. I wanted to get started and take this seriously and get started on phase 2 on day 1 the very next day. So I went to Publix and I spent probably about $100 on shopping. But when you see how you plan out your meals and you divide everything up, that the food that I purchased is going to last for at least a couple of weeks easily. So knowing that that was day 2, technically, where you can eat what you want, oh boy, what did I do? Oh, this is so bad, you guys. I went to McDonald's. Oh, yes, I did. I went to McDonald's and I got a Big Mac and I got fries. Yeah, that was not good. I actually avoided soda. I actually got water. So I tried. So along with the book, they what I purchased are something called Omni Drops, and it says it has vitamin B12 in it, and it gives you a breakdown on the side of the bottle of what's in it. It's B vitamins, and it's in colloidal water. It does taste like water when you put the drops in your mouth, and it says it has homeopathic HCG. So because it's homeopathic, I have a very difficult time believing that this is truly, really HCG. I read online, I think I want to say it's HCG Plus is a company that does have apparently the real deal in it. I'm not sure how they can do that, because my understanding is if you are to purchase HCG, whether it via the drops or via in the injection, and it is the real deal, that you have to have a prescription for that. So I'm not really sure. If anyone wants to shed light on this, feel free to jump in the comments section, and please, let me know, because I'm trying to learn as I go through this. It's a learning process. So the deal is with the drops. You take 10 drops sublingually under your tongue after you've had nothing to eat or drink for 15 minutes. 10 drops. You let it sit under your tongue as long as you can, and then swallow the rest. And then you have to wait 15 minutes before you continue to eat or drink. So I'm going to show you some photos on what I created for day 1 today. Day 1, I incorporated leftovers from a Cornish hen. Why did I do that? My boyfriend cooked 2 beautiful Cornish hens the other night for dinner, and let me tell you what the old Pam did. The old Pam got right into the skin, the seasoned, crunchy, crispy skin on the Cornish hen, and didn't even want to let this cat out of the bag. I had grabbed a snack earlier on the way home, a couple of snacks, and I really wasn't super hungry. So I ate the skin off the chicken, and he wasn't too thrilled because I left this bare Cornish hen. I didn't get into the meat at all. And here the guy, who spent his time cooking it, spent his money, and it looks like I'm just wasting everything. I promised him and assured him that Cornish hen would be incorporated into my newfound diet. So the old Pam would just rip out the skin, and the new Pam is now no skin on it. Okay, so I kind of like by no choice, but I did have the Cornish hen as far as my lunch today, and I had it cold, cut it up in little pieces, and I seasoned it with sea salt, black pepper, some garlic powder. Then I took they say you can have 6 to 9 strawberries, and I actually use one of those little slicer thing with the metal things in it that you use to slice a hard-boiled egg. And I just cut the top off the strawberry, and I put it in the slicer thing, and bam, it's sliced, it's ready to go. That was for my fruit serving. And then I took, I made a 4-ounce concoction where I had shrimp that I mixed with red onions. And for dressing, they allow you to have apple cider vinegar. I put a tablespoon of this in a container, and mustard, just plain regular mustard, and some cumin powder. Love cumin. A little bit of sea salt, a little more garlic powder, and some tomatoes. I cut up some fresh Roma tomatoes and tried to make this entire concoction 4 ounces worth, and mixed it all up, and it turned out to be pretty good. Tonight for dinner, I did a similar salad using the shrimp, and I had cooked cabbage this morning before I started work, and I had about 2 ounces of cabbage, and 1 piece of Melba toast, and then this morning I had an Alessi grissini breadstick, the rosemary and olive oil flavor, which is really not that bad. So the funny thing is, when you're preparing it and putting it together, I looked at this, And I did use the psychology of using a smaller plate, which you can see in the photo. And I thought, okay, maybe it doesn't really look like a lot. Gosh, is that going to fill me up? I'll tell you what, I was pretty full. Even dinner tonight, I was full, and I have been trying to attempt to drink water. I don't have my water pitcher in here. I purchased one last night from Publix, one of the pure water filters. And so that's what I'm doing because I'm also on a kick of not drinking bottled water. No bottled water, no plastic containers. The only glass containers that I can find, it's a brand called Toscana, bottled water in a glass bottle, but it's $1.79 and you don't get very much. I want to say something like 24 ounces of it, and that can add up pretty quickly. So I do have future plans to purchase a tabletop water distiller that has a glass reservoir and then just start filling up glass containers at home so I have what I feel is good, safe, clean water to drink. So I'm not going to post a before picture and a weekly picture and this and that. I found when I watched other people's YouTube videos, I just kind of, found myself scrolling along the video to get to the end result. So what I think I'm going to do is seeing how I progress through this, and hopefully I can stick with this and I have the willpower and I can lose the weight that I want to lose, which is between 40 to 50 pounds. It's quite a bit. I would like to post a before and after picture at the end of this HCG weight loss journey. So your support is appreciated with this, and I support anybody else who's going through this type of diet or any diet for that matter, because it's hard. And I'll be honest with you, when I was younger, a part of this was there was some vanity involved. Because I really want to fit into those skinny jeans. I don't want to have a skinny body again, and that's a bonus. That's a plus. I definitely want to get back into my skinny jeans, but now it's a matter of health. I'm in an age group right now where I know that I need to take care of myself. I heard somebody say not too long ago that you don't see older people in nursing homes that are overweight. Maybe you do. I haven't worked in a nursing home as an RN. But the elderly people that I know, people that have lived nice, long lives, they're thin, they're more lean, they're not as heavy set. So that's concerning to me. So now it's really primarily a matter of taking care of my health. And hey, when I get to jump back into those skinny jeans, that's a bonus I can't wait for. So I'll try to see how often I post and how I do with this, and share my ideas on meals and photos, and definitely share things. Please share back what you've done too. All right. Thank you. Bye.